Good morning. I am back with trying to get my lights together so that I can. Oh, you know what? This has to be stopped. Let's do this. Uh, 1 second. Subscribers. Oh, this, I can't, I don't know how to fix it. You guys, please. Oh, news and politics. I don't want, this should go to blogs. That's it. It's not news and politics. Although, did you all check and on Fauci? I got that from a reliable source that he was gone, that he ran. You know, I don't know. You know what? I learned to how to deal with all this. Just don't pay any attention to it. Let them figure it out, whatever they're going to do. Figure it. They'll figure it out, and you move on in life. Today, though, I'm going to be outward about the one thing that got me about President Trump. And I heard it. And when I heard it, one tear came out of my eye because I'm presently writing about it. I wonder, did they cut? I don't understand any of this. It's this YouTube and this stuff that they have done. I am a member of what was the one I do have, but Rumble I didn't like. I didn't like any of the other ones. So I like to pop in on Sherry Ray, which tells the truth, and she's the bomb. I love her. She tells a lot about Nasara Kasara, and that's what I'm basically focused on now. I want to talk about Rosa Parks, which to me is not real. It was something that Black organizations made up. Why did they do that? Martin Luther King. What connection with Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King? You want to guess? And they have told these Black organizations, these are the main people always talking about racism and all of this. The Black people that destroyed actually the Black community by taking money from the government and everything, getting loads of it and putting it into their cars, their homes, their money they took out of the Black community. It wasn't the Black community, it wasn't all white. Most of the people that destroyed it were Black. And for them to make up a lie about the horror of a leader is despicable. How did I come to that conclusion? Well, I looked at Rosa Parks herself. That was the first time I just looked at that woman. And I said, if she was such a great, beautiful, doable woman, then why didn't she tell the truth? Garret, a young Black woman at the time, she was 16 years old. I read about it over and over before I even said anything. So it's not a conspiracy. It doesn't make any difference because it destroyed everything around them, that lie. And it's going to get worse. Why did you lie? Now, the question came from a young Black college student, a beautiful young lady, and she's the bomb. She is 20, she was 2021 came up with this. But what she did her own research, just like I used to do back in school. She did her own research. and found out that it was a lie and invited Garret to her university to speak. So now it's starting to spread that Rosa Parks was not the first woman, and a lot of things that they have said that woman did not happen. So the young lady said, but let me ask you a question. Why did they lie? And I said, keep reading. Because as she reads and as she sees pictures and stuff like that, she's going to see why. There's one picture that was real flirty of King and Rosa Parks against a car. And she was like this and he was like that. And it was like, was she fucking him? Yes. Rosa Parks was the lover of Martin Luther King. That's why they lied. They didn't lie. They made her up like she is a god, or they just told so many lies. So many Black organizations that young people depend on for schools and schooling and getting money and training programs for work and everything. All a damn lie. And they took the money and put it in their own damn pocket, which means that it was Blacks that took from you, not white people. Black people did that, and they're constantly doing it to themselves. I suggest that you look in the mirror and find out some of the things that is wrong, because you gonna need it. You got all those young Black people in the government that are no good. You know why? They take payments from Soros. They're all coming down. They're no good. If they did that, they're no good. And you all haven't paid attention to that? All those Black female prosecutors, that one, she's coming down. She think that is not going to happen for her, but she's coming down. And after she comes down, the other one is coming down, the other one, and Harris is just there to see it happen. Yeah, it's time for them to come down. They did all those nasty, dirty things while Soros was alive. Most of those people were getting paid by Soros. So they weren't doing anything for no Black community, but taking money from it. Adding responsibility. That one Black prosecutor that did that to the people that should have protected their property, I don't give a shit what it did. When they had their guns, shoot them. But they couldn't. You know why? And today they have a felony on their head and not the criminal because of a Black prosecutor. So these kids are coming out and they're no good, doing things that they should not do. And if you watch them real good, you'll see it. Now, this New York guy, I don't know. I didn't even know nothing about it, really, until that happened. And whenever that happens, that means he was put there. Somebody put him there. And if somebody put him there, he's not going to do a damn thing but mess things up. And he's getting paid for it. Rosa Parks. You know what I think? I came to the end when the little girl asked me that, and I said, why did they lie? I'm still asking that question too. And they're going to lie. What Owens brought President Trump to a Black college. And President Trump's mentioned Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. He did just like that. Why would you mention them at the same time? That's despicable. Who gave him permission to do that? But I want to count how many times you've heard Coretta Scott King. That was his wife. But you hear about the whore. Because that's a whore. And I think another thing because I was looking at the Panthers this morning, and I looked and I saw where they were murdered because they said we have a right to bear arms. Actually, they feared the Panthers and killed them. You know, that's and I was alive when that happened, and I remember it very well. But then you look at King, they said CIA killed him. No, they didn't. I said they would have never killed him. Look at how President Trump even covers for that, to say something like that about Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. I was very upset about that. That was the one thing that I cried a little bit because I said he is wrong. Then I saw that Owens girl, and I don't listen to her at all. There's a lot of things she says that are just wrong. And I always ask, why are they putting her out in front? Because a lot of the shit that she's talking about is not true. So this King thing went all the way to something else killed him. It wasn't the CIA, because he was working for them. We shall over. He's the one that kind of stabilized it after people wanted to kill the motherfuckers. They knew they could have a gun. And the Panthers, it was always still there. And it's still there at that point. But when Martin Luther King came, everybody became religious and all and doing all of that. Here, a man that can actually do that shit and go home and disrespect his wife. Why did they lie, young lady? Are we on a roll here? They didn't kill him. CIA did not kill, and they'll lie for days, but CIA did not kill Martin Luther King. Something of the heart killed Martin Luther King. Was he on the phone or something? Was he talking to Rosa Parks, telling her how much he loved her and da 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 da? She knew exactly where he was, and I believe that Jesse Jackson has something to do with the death of Martin Luther King. I do believe that. He was standing waiting that particular day. He dressed different. He didn't want to wear a tie. And it was a big confusion about what he had on. All the things that I've read and all the research, there was an issue about that. Now he's down here from the balcony. Here's the balcony. Martin's got shot. Everybody runs up and he don't. And he dressed different that day. Whenever you hire a hit, it's different. So really, it's not the CIA, because the government, till this day, they use Martin Luther King for peace times or whatever. Turn the other cheek and peace, not to fight and all that kind of crap. And the reason why I call it crap, because a lot of people, innocent people, died around that time. And lies just spewed out of people's mouths. Jesse Jackson, and I believe she's the type of woman that will let Jesse Jackson hit it. Asked him to help her do it. This woman is not a nice woman, and if she was, she would have told the truth. And that's my answer to the young lady from the Black unit. Watch Owens. I don't even know why they put her out there. Some of the things that she says are not true. And nor is President Trump. He should have never did that, because he was very wrong. So he didn't mention his wife. He mentioned Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. That did it for me. It's a lie. It shouldn't have been that way. And Miss Coretta Scott King went through hell in her life with that man. What woman would want to see her husband hanging with his secretary all the damn time? Did he really, did he hit her? Was it how I really heard it? Was domestic violence? That would have really brought him down. Non-violent, non-violent. I've been to the mountaintop. Anybody can preach. You have people, he was a good orator. He spoke very well. But there's something else going on that people hid, and that's his death. Oh, he got shot in the head for saving us. No, he didn't do that for me. You know, he really messed up when he said turn the other cheek with me. And I was a little girl when I started doing research on Martin Luther King, and that shit was all in my house. He's not a good man. He wasn't a good man to Coretta Scott King at all. Think about it. That's why they lied. See you later. Bye for now.